Over the last 12 years, I've seen over 31,000 art exhibitions. And I picked up a couple tips and tricks and strategies along the way to ensure that every second is as enjoyable and efficient as humanly possible without reading the wall text. This is How to Look. You are always in the right place, but a work of art might not be. Museum versus home. So just as a quick verbal shortcut, when I say museum, I'm referring to any space that is visited by the public to look at art, be that an actual museum, or a park, or a gigantic office lobby, or a religious space. And when I say home, it's pretty self-explanatory. Every work of art, from the dawn of its conception, belongs in one of those two places, but that is not necessarily where it ends up. Museum artwork is designed to be visited. Meaning it must be fast, it must be loud, it is often huge so that it can be viewed by multiple people at the same time, and it's got to communicate itself in like 3 seconds or less because it is in competition with the 6 billion other things in the museum. Most works of art, however, aren't that at all. They're designed for the home, to be enjoyed daily over a long period of time, often with a cup of coffee while seated. Portraits, for example, make a lot more sense when you know the person, still lives when you're not in a hurry, and sex in the privacy of your own home. In a museum hallway, not so much. The basic problem is that works of art long outlive people. So some zillionaire has a portrait above their fireplace, and it's awesome. It's so great that when they die, that work of art goes to the vault of human creative history we call a museum. It absolutely deserves to be there, but it doesn't belong there. On the flip side, if you go to a contemporary art gallery and see something that is insane for somebody to own in their living room, the question is, who would buy that? And the answer is it doesn't even matter because that person will die. And that work will either be donated to a museum or that collector will form their own museum. But all I care about right now is getting the very most, the quickest out of every visual object I encounter. And to do that often requires a little mental teleportation, perhaps superimposing wallpaper or a forest to feel my context, to set my pace in a museum or a home. So I want to do something awesome. First, if you want to make me feel good, hit the like button. If you want to make you feel good, hit the subscribe button. But I would love to make a second video based off of the comments, your comments of this video. And so I would like you to comment an example of a museum artwork versus a home artwork, regardless of where they are. And you can be as specific or vague or crazy as you want, but I encourage you to pay attention to the pairing to make it fun. For example, Monet versus Monet, or David versus Mona Lisa, or Anish Kapoor versus this jelly bean. And if I get at least 20 of those from you, from 20 different people, 20 in the next 2 months, I will make a second video of just a slideshow of those comparisons. I'll find all the images, and it'll just be fun. And at the end, I will do a drawing. Seriously? And at the end, I will do a drawing for this t-shirt, available in a number of sizes. Please be quiet. It's awesome for museums or yoga or worn ironically to rock concerts. But we gotta hit 20, so do it and then get it to your friends so we can hit that 20 in 2 months. No matter what, however, tune back here in exactly 1 month for the next